The annual gun deer hunting season. In tonight's Forrest File, Jeff checks out the fall hunting fashions for '89.
And the popular fashion color for fall is orange at Dennis Sports Shop. It's selling fast. Deer hunters making a last-minute search for a warm jacket or a pair of gloves or a hat.
Do you get excited when you walk in here and you look at all the different...
Oh boy, do I tell you, really excited.
The little necessities are selling quickly, like shells and a favorite hunting fragrance, scintillating skunk.
You've heard of duck and goose calls. Well, how about a deer call? Actually, a deer grunt. It comes in doe and buck styles. It sounds something like this. Here comes the 12-pointer.
For the first-time deer hunter, getting ready for opening weekend can be an expensive proposition.
If I walked in here and said, Bob, give me the works, outfit me all the best stuff, how much might I spend?
For all the best, oh boy, we could really set you up, but probably looking between $700 and $1,500 if you really wanted to go out and do it right.
Well, that's just the way I like to do things, the right way. Well, I'll start with a $70 pair of boots, a $100 pair of Gore-Tex pants, just my color, the matching $200 jacket, and the accessories, a $20 pair of gloves, and to keep the noggin warm, my Elmer Fudd hat with flaps for $30. I'll throw in a $30 thermos, a $5 hot seat, a $140 pair of binoculars, and last but not least, my $430 Remington rifle, and I'm ready for action.
You know, I've spent almost $1,000 already. Bob tells me I still don't have my long underwear or my shells yet. This thing's kind of warm. But I look good, though, and I'm ready for the deer. Ah! Mike Ditka, what's he doing here?
He looks like that Kool-Aid monster. Ooh, Kool-Aid. Thank you very much, Jeff. Is a favorite way to stay active. In tonight's Forrest File, Jeff introduces us to a 93-year-old Neenah man who goes to great lengths to stay fit.
Every weekday morning at about 8 o'clock, Ivan Stilp closes his apartment door. Where is he headed? Ivan says he's been a swimmer most of his 93 years. The past 10 years, he's been swimming a half mile every weekday morning at the Neenah YMCA.
I'm going to be 94 in August and still going like a house fire. Why not?
You know, Ivan is more than 3 times my age, but 38 lengths should be nothing for a physical specimen like me. I think I'll get a little head start.
Ivan says he likes to switch off between the breaststroke and the backstroke. Says he has just one speed, very slow.
Come on, Ivan.
He has such an outgoing personality, too, that everybody knows him, and I think by being so friendly and swimming every day, that's what helps keep him in good health, in good shape.
Ivan says some mornings he just doesn't feel like going swimming. But once he gets there, he says he always feels full of life. He says he'll keep swimming as long as he can.
Do you feel 93?
No, 75.
Rescued by a 93-year-old. Once again, the tortoise beats the hare.
Park, thousands of folks turned out for the 7th annual Allouez Fest. The Allouez Optimist Club did its best to make it Allouez Feast. For youngsters, the trout tank proved to be quite a catch, but some got away. Many folks say they prefer Allouez's one-day party to the bigger events.
I usually didn't get out to the big festivals. Too many people.
So you like this is the right size for you here?
Yep, just the right size.
This Allouez Fest celebration has something to offer that none of the other bigger fests and celebrations do, however. A car show featuring 400 fantastic driving machines. This is my personal contribution, a 1955 Ford Thunderbird. It's a convertible. I even picked the color, canary yellow. It's beautiful.
No, it's a goldenrod, not canary yellow, and it's mine.
How many of these cars, these 60s cars, did your friends not have? For us, it really brings back a lot of nice memories.
For some of the 10,000 or so folks at Allouez Fest, this was but one stop on a crowded Sunday schedule of fun.
Well, we just got back from Johnson Park. We went to the Fireman's Picnic there first.
So this is actually
It's a busy weekend, yeah.
Proceeds from Allouez Fest will be used to support youth activities in the greater Green Bay area. Jeff Forrest, Action 2 News, Allouez.
Everywhere.
It was the annual Scott Company Halloween party. More than 400 youngsters at Howell Elementary School. The kindergartners lined up in costume for cookies, yum. Then headed outside to the pumpkin patch, a pile of more than 400. and they had first pick.
I picked the big one.
How long did it take these youngsters to pick their pumpkins?
Only a minute.
Only a minute?
No, only a second.
Only a second? How did you find it so fast?
Because it was piled in all the other pumpkins, I just pulled it off.
Some looked for that perfect shaped pumpkin. Others were concerned about color, just the right orange. It seemed to me many of these pumpkins weighed as much as the pickers.
That's almost as big as you are, isn't it? No?
I'm bigger.
You're bigger. Not much though, are you? Just a little bit bigger?
Between the cookies, apple cider, and pumpkins, the little tykes were spooked by creepy Count Dracula.
What do you get out of it?
Oh, just a lot of fun. We enjoy it. We get a chance to act a little goofy, and for kids too sometimes, so it's fun.
For some, it seemed to be a real task, just getting back to class. The hallway can seem mighty long when you have to drag a 10-pound pumpkin along.
Oh, looks like a pretty nice one here. Well, there were a few pumpkins left. I thought, why not? This cookie's pretty good too. I remember when I used to get scared like those youngsters. Sure, I'm glad it never happens anymore.
We haven't seen him since. And in fact, our resident RV expert, Jeff Forrest, joins us now live from the arena in the Expo Center. Jeff.
Well, Chuck, just doing a little browsing here. The show opens in about 20 minutes or so, and there are a few people who are already starting to trickle in. Now, I know you're going to be a bit disappointed with a fellow with a name like Forrest who isn't nuts about camping, but I'm not. But if I was, this is paradise, let me tell you. These are but 2 or 3 of the nearly 200 campers that are here at the arena and Expo Center, pop-ups, fifth-wheelers, you name it. And of course, when you have one of these, well, you want to have someplace to go with it. And just coincidentally, there happen to be a few people here who run campgrounds, 3 dozen to be exact, and they'd all like you to come and visit them this spring and summer. One of those people is Sue Bowers. She runs Huckleberry Acres in New London. Sue, thanks for joining us. You're welcome. What are you looking at for this this camping season? Is it going to be as good as last year's, you think?
I certainly hope so. We had a very good year last year, and I just think it'll probably be the same. The people are really enthusiastic about coming out and camping, and it's a lot of fun.
What does a show like this do for your business?
A lot of people get ideas with their motorhomes, and then they have to find someplace to go. A lot of people will start out very small, and gradually it becomes their home away from home.
Yeah, I can see what you mean by that, looking at some of these motorhomes. Who, tell me, what do they bring camping these days? Is everybody in a tent, or are they all in a big motorhome like this?
Well, it depends on the size of the family. A lot of your younger people will start out small with your tents and your pop-ups, and then as they get older, retirement age, they go to the big units so they can travel.
I kind of like those big units, too. Thanks, Sue. Tell you what, Chuck, I'm not a big camping enthusiast, but the longer I stand here, well, it's kind of rubbing off on me.
What's the most impressive thing you've seen out there, Jeff?
Well, Chuck, since I don't know much about camping, I'll have to tell you the truth. There's a 37-foot motorhome out here that, well, it's just a mansion. I'm going to show it to you tonight at 6.
Can't wait for that
That's
one.
big.
Thank you. Yeah, you bet it is. You bet it is. And in fact, camping for many people. Jeff Forrest joins us now live from the WBAY RV and Camping Show at the Brown County Arena Expo Center with what he calls a place on wheels. Jeff.
Yeah, Chuck, it's really beautiful. You know, I could probably count the number of times I've been camping in my life on one hand, and that usually consisted about going in the backyard and sleeping in my brother's orange tent. Well, if my brother would have had a 37-foot Pace Aero motorhome like this one, I think I would have gone camping a little more often. In fact, it's pretty nice. Why don't we go take a look inside?
Well, let's start from the back and work our way forward. First, there's the master bedroom, tastefully decorated, complete with queen-size bed, 2-speaker stereo built in above. There's a solid oak mirrored closet with a television, of course. Down the hallway, a full-size bathroom with shower, not just a porta-potty. The kitchen features a table with a beautiful window view and microwave, and you won't have to scrub your clothes against the rocks to clean them while traveling in this motorhome.
We've got all the comforts of home. This unit here has a washer and dryer besides, so there really isn't any need to go anyplace else or do anything else. Some people don't even have a home that's expensive or the quality of the furnishings in it, in their home like this does. So.
Well, Chuck, it doesn't stop with the washer and dryer either. In fact, the front of this big motorhome has a TV up there. Ooh, I better shut that off. I don't want to be responsible for breaking the picture tube. I could try the VCR if I wanted to. Chuck, take a wild guess. How much do you think something like this costs?
I'm going to guess about $150,000.
Ah, you're going to get a deal then, Chuck. It's only about $80,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course, there are many other things out here that range from $2,000 to this $80,000 model that you can come and look at. The show does run through Sunday.
80,000.
$80,000.
Thank you, Jeff. Gosh, we could afford one.
Morning trip to the store for a pack of brats, of course a bag of charcoal, some buns and chips, and the sound heard round northeastern Wisconsin. Bob and Marilyn Beebe managed to round up 17 members of their family for a cookout/baseball game at Ashwaubenon Park in Ashwaubenon.
When you don't do something very often, then it's kind of a pleasure. I wouldn't want to do this every Sunday, but it's fun.
And you all get along perfectly, right?
Yes, we do. Even though we have conflicts, we get along real well.
Across town, many families gathered at Bay Beach Park for 10-cent rides, including Malcolm and Patricia Moore and their 2 children, plus a friend.
Oh, it looked like great weather today and an opportunity to get out of the house and spend some time with the children.
One of the Moore's highlights, so to speak, a ride on the Ferris wheel.
I have forgotten how high this really is. No, don't rock it. Oh, well, that was fun. I'm glad it's over.
Well, even though I was a little overdressed for the day and I had to work and I couldn't go on any rides, I'm not about to miss a Memorial Day picnic dinner. The Beebes have made me an honorary member of their family. And, well, I figure 2 hamburgers and 5 brats should do nicely. Excuse me.